Most people think you need money to start building assets. They think you need thousands of dollars, a perfect plan, or some kind of insider advantage before you can even begin. But that belief is exactly what keeps most people stuck. Because the truth is, asset building doesn't start with money. It starts with understanding how value is created. Most people spend their entire lives trading time for money. They work hours, get paid, spend the money, and repeat the cycle. The system quietly keeps them focused on income, while the real game is about assets. An asset is anything that continues to produce value after the initial effort is done. It's something that can generate income, opportunities, or leverage over time. The key difference between people who stay stuck and people who move forward financially often comes down to one simple shift. They stop thinking about earning more money and start thinking about building assets. So the real question becomes, how do you start building assets when you feel like you have nothing? The first step is building a skill that the market values. Skills are the foundation of almost every asset. Whether it's writing, coding, design, marketing, sales, or building digital products, valuable skills allow you to create something that didn't exist before. Most people underestimate how powerful a skill can be because they think of it as just a job tool. But the right skill can become the engine behind multiple assets. For example, someone who learns digital marketing can build websites, online businesses, and content platforms. Someone who understands coding can create apps or software. Someone who learns content creation can build an audience that eventually turns into opportunities, partnerships, and income streams. Skills multiply your ability to create assets. The second step is learning to create something that can scale. When you trade time directly for money, your income stops the moment you stop working. But when you create something that can reach many people, the effort can continue producing value long after you finished building it. This is why digital assets have become so powerful. A video, a course, a website, a digital tool, or a piece of software can reach thousands or even millions of people. The initial effort might take time, but once it exists, it can continue working in the background. Think about it like planting seeds. Most people are constantly harvesting, working, earning, spending, but very few people are planting seeds that will grow later. The third step is learning to reinvest instead of consume. This is where most people get stuck. The moment extra money appears, it disappears. New purchases, upgrades, temporary rewards. But people who build assets think differently about money. They treat extra income as fuel for the next opportunity. Instead of asking, "What can I buy with this?" they ask, "What can I build with this?" That shift changes everything. Even small amounts of money, when reinvested into learning, tools, or opportunities, can slowly compound into something bigger. The fourth step is patience. The system conditions people to expect fast results, instant success, overnight growth. But asset building almost always starts quietly. In the beginning, the progress is slow. The results are small. And most people quit during this phase because it feels like nothing is happening. But the truth is, this is the phase where the foundation is being built. And once that foundation exists, growth can accelerate much faster than people expect. Many successful people spent years building skills, experimenting with projects, and learning from failures before anything significant happened. What looks like sudden success from the outside is often the result of years of invisible effort. Another important step is learning how to control your attention. Attention is one of the most valuable resources in the modern world. Companies spend billions trying to capture it. Algorithms compete for it. Entire industries are built around it. But if your attention is constantly pulled in every direction, it becomes almost impossible to build anything meaningful. Asset building requires focused time. It requires learning, experimenting, and improving over long periods. The people who eventually build meaningful assets are often the ones who learn how to protect their attention and direct it toward things that grow over time. And here's something important to understand. Starting small is not a disadvantage. In many cases, it's actually an advantage. When you start small, you're free to experiment. You can try things, fail, learn, and adjust without massive risk. Many successful businesses, platforms, and projects started as small experiments. A simple website, a small product, a few pieces of content. Over time, those small efforts grew into something much bigger. The key is consistency. Building assets isn't about one big move, it's about repeated,